What relationship difficulties have caused you anxiety? All of them actually, but if I were to pick the hardest, it would be stonewalling when you're special. Someone just stops talking to you even when you want to resolve a problem. It just hurts so bad. Not getting cuddles. She could not articulate any feelings, thoughts, or interests. Everything was always fine, or however I was feeling. She never had a feeling she could identify. But things were never fine, and there was always a feeling there, unspoken, unsaid. It would just fester until well past the point either of us could do anything about it. It twisted me into knots. I never knew what I should, ought, or even could do. Landmines were everywhere. I had no idea how to navigate. If I asked, I was attacked for asking. If I acted without asking, I was being heartless. I love her and know the only thing I can control is myself, so I tried every version and type of myself I could possibly be to unlock the I am fine door. I tried every proactive and preventative thing I could find. I was constantly reproached because I was the only one who existed in our relationship. It was exhausting and sad. I hope she's found some peace. Navigating the complex relationship with autocorrect, always second-guessing my intentions. He preferred to spend time with everyone who wasn't me. All of them. No woman, no cry. Sex and intimacy. Ruined my last relationship because of it. It lasted a few months. And basically the entire time in my head it went from worrying about when will she want to have sex and will I be ready in the beginning to while we've been together a while now and she hasn't given any indication she wants to have sex. Is she waiting for me to do something? Is she mad disappointed in me for not doing anything? By the end of the relationship, after she rightfully broke up with me, I've started coming to terms with the fact I'll likely have too much baggage around this to ever get in a good relationship. First wife was a cheater, second wife a hoarder. Avoiding conflict is something I've struggled with because I worry about the potential fallout. Having my looks nitpicked, my intelligence nitpicked, men hiding their undying love for exes while dating me whilst telling me I'm just insecure, men hiding they have no dating experience from me and they are actually only dating me to experience a starter girlfriend. I've been single for a really long time and it hasn't always been by choice. I know I'm sociable, considerate, and I make friends pretty easily. People tell me I'm funny, and I've gotten enough compliments on my looks to know I'm at least not ugly. But there's something about me that just seems to make me obviously redeemable. I really wish someone would tell me what's wrong with me or that I could just give up hope entirely. Especially as a guy, I feel like the more I yearn for a happy, healthy kind of monogamy, the less likely I am to get it. It's like you're in a constant fog state. You can hear fine, but you have trouble listening. You know what to say or you don't, but you can't say it. It's not quite fear that's holding you back, but your body and everything in it is just frozen. By not having any relationship. I'm 42, never had a real relationship in my life, not for the lack of trying. I was scammed and now I have trust issues too. Lack of communication and empathy. One-sided everything and not willing to work together to problem solve or work on issues, poor listening skills and lack of comfort. My most recent ex never understood what depression was. She was very much a just don't be sad sort of person. I remember a story she told of her friend that just brought everyone down when he was around and that he did very little and just sort of moped classic depression symptoms. And it sucked, because I struggle with depression, and having those episodes and being with someone that had no concept or idea of what I was going through made it so tense and made me almost hate myself even more than usual. LOL. One time, while I was probably at my lowest, she told me if it happened again she probably couldn't stay anymore. Who says that? It's so unkind and heartless, especially when it's in the middle of said episode. There was no attempt by her to even try and understand what it was like. I'm so glad to be rid of her. When my wife goes to Target or Costco, not hearing from them after a while, it makes me feel like I have been abandoned. Communication at this point, whether I like it or not, spoiler alert, I don't. I constantly worry that they aren't telling me something. I'm so used to poor communication, being lied to. Not understanding that all relationships have conflict. Bringing it up to have it swept under the rug. It feels like you're holding this giant box and they won't hold it with you. That shit is lonely and tiresome. Gaslighting, emotional abuse, manipulation. Got so bad I couldn't sleep for weeks at a time. Didn't feel safe in my own home. Lost about 25 pounds in 2 months. I'm doing pretty well since the divorce.